This is the BlackDecker Smart Portable Air Conditioner, the 14,000 BTU version. Shaped like a compact, upright tower, it's got a clean, modern white finish with rounded edges and a shiny top-mounted control panel. It's not too bulky, especially for something powerful enough to cool a larger room. When I first got this unit, I admit I was a bit nervous about the setup and the size. Sometimes air conditioners just feel like heavy boxes that are going to be a pain to move, install, or even fit into a space. But honestly, I was surprised by how straightforward it was. It's not feather light. At just over 62 pounds, you feel it. But thanks to the caster wheels, I can roll it around without much effort. The design, in my opinion, is pretty smart for something portable. BLACK+DECKER includes an accordion-style exhaust hose which connects from the back of the unit out the window, and the window kit lets me pop it into a slider or a lift-up window. The window panel setup is the most fiddly part, but it's not something you have to be a pro to figure out. The hose does get hot, which I'll get to later, but you can add some extra insulation if you want to fight heat transfer. The whole setup process, by the way, took me less than 20 minutes, and that includes reading through the manual. The control panel on top is where I can adjust everything on the fly. Giant, easy-to-read LEDs let me know the temperature right away, and the buttons are tactile and responsive. I love that this unit comes with a remote too, and even better, it has a follow me function. That means the remote itself senses the temperature in whatever part of the room I'm in. So if I have the remote on my nightstand, it tries to keep that area as cool as the number I set. That's a lifesaver at night, because I noticed a difference in how comfortable I was able to get compared to the old fixed thermostat on the AC itself. Want even more convenience? There's also Wi-Fi control via the BlackDecker mobile app, and it works with Alexa or Google Assistant. From my experience, the app is simple, and voice commands respond without much of a lag. Though honestly, I use the remote more often than my phone. From my experience, this AC really delivers quick cooling. My bedroom is about 350 square feet, and even when it gets muggy and sticky outside, I feel a big drop in temperature within 15 or 20 minutes. On sweltering days, running it on max cool with the highest fan speed, it just gets to work. According to the specs, it can handle up to a 700 square foot space. And I've tried it in the living room once or twice for guests, and it pulled its weight there too. It doesn't just cool. There are other modes, like fan only when I just want some air circulation, and dehumidifier mode, which is huge for anybody living somewhere humid. To explain, dehumidifier mode means the AC pulls the extra moisture out of the air, making the room feel less sticky and way more comfortable. If I use that mode, I've learned to pop the drain hose in place and empty it regularly, but it's not a hassle. One of my favorite key features is how easy the daily maintenance is. The filters pop out with barely any effort, so I can clean them every few weeks, which keeps the air clean and the unit working well. Draining condensation is also simple. Just unscrew the plug and let it empty out into a pan, or use the hose if you set it up. Setting the temperature is straightforward, with up and down arrows, and fan speeds are clearly marked. The sleep mode runs the fan low, so there's less noise, and lets the temperature drift just a bit for comfort. There's also a timer if I want it to turn off automatically in the middle of the night, which is handy when I forget. Another thing I appreciate is the mobility. Those caster wheels are really helpful if I want to push it into the living room or out of the way when I need the space. And although it's powerful at 14,000 BTU, it never looks massive or out of place in the corner of my room. The white finish and subtle branding actually helps it blend in, so it doesn't draw too much attention or clash with my stuff. Now on to what I like most. For me, the biggest win is how quickly and consistently it cools. I can actually sleep well on those 90-degree summer nights. No sweaty tossing and turning. Just set it and forget it. The smart features are a bonus, especially the Follow Me remote. But even if I stick to using just the onboard controls, it's simple and reliable. The fact that I don't have to deal with permanent window installation or a lot of heavy lifting means I can set it up seasonally in just about any room. And because it's a multi-use unit, AC, fan, dehumidifier, I get more value out of it year-round, especially in the shoulder seasons when I just need to dry things out, not necessarily cool them down. There are a few things I don't like, and I think it's only fair to bring them up. The first issue for me is the noise. especially on high fan setting. BlackDecker lists it at 52 decibels, which is supposed to be like a quiet fridge, but it can sound a bit louder to me, at least when it kicks on or runs hard. I'm not a very light sleeper, so it doesn't bother me too much, but if you're sensitive to sound at night, you'll notice the hum. Sometimes I switch to sleep, or just fan mode to get things quieter after the room is already cool. The hose gets pretty hot when the unit is pumping out cold air. That's totally normal for single hose ACs, but it's something to think about, especially if you're cooling a small space and want to avoid heat seepage. You can find aftermarket insulation sleeves for these hoses if you need them. The other complaint I have is with the build. The plastic parts feel just a little on the light-duty side, and while I haven't run into any problems so far, I find myself wondering if some of the vent louvers or wheels will hold up to a rough move or accidental bump. One thing new users might not know: single hose means that when the unit pulls air from your room to help cool and vent hot air outside, it sometimes can cause a pressure difference, slightly pulling in warm air from the rest of the house. It hasn't been a big problem for me in a bedroom with the door closed, but if you're cooling a bigger open space or care about energy efficiency, this is something to keep in mind. In conclusion, the BlackDecker Smart Portable Air Conditioner does what the name promises. It cools effectively for large rooms, it's flexible enough to use year-round with its dehumidifier and fan modes, and the controls, both smart and manual, make daily life super easy. For anyone who wants an air conditioner that can move with you, manages humidity, and delivers fast, real comfort, I'd recommend this for bedrooms, apartments, or home offices. Just make sure you know the size of your space and pick the right BTU, because going too small just won't cut it. I've used mine for 3 summers now. Other than the expected noise and making sure that hose is well fitted, it's been a great investment for me. I hope this quick review was helpful. If you've got questions or want to share your own experience with the BlackDecker Smart Portable Air Conditioner or other portable ACs, leave a comment below. If you'd like more honest reviews and tips, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.